He's bad boy, bad boy.
He's bad boy?
Yeah, no comments.
No comments.
No comments. I know
No
when
comments.
I know when somebody see the video and say, you know what, go to Mexico.
As you said, what, you were in the United States and you got deported.
I got deported.
Tell us about that. What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today, we're going to find out what Mexicans think about Donald Trump. Let's go talk to some people. You live in Mexico or you live here?
I live in TJ.
Your thoughts on Donald Trump?
I like him.
You like him?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good person. Everything is very good.
A lot of movement going on up there.
A lot of movement.
Is it good or bad? Only time will tell.
Sure.
Is there a lot of good happening? I would say yes.
Que va a tratar de ser mejor y va a tratar de hacer mejor las cosas después y eso por bien de Estados Unidos y de todo el continente y de todo el mundo.
I'm not American, so if the people from America choose him as their leader, I agree with that.
What do you like about Donald Trump?
Well, what he stands for and shit. I mean, maybe people don't like him. He's not well spoken, but I mean, security, work, business. I mean,
For sure.
I don't see other things than that.
He's strengthening the border, cracking down on the border. Do you think that's a good thing that he's doing?
Sí, está poniendo más seguridad, sobre todo para que evitar lo de las drogas, lo de la drogadicción y luego también el exceso de flujo de personas indocumentadas, pues, porque todo eso representa una carga física como económica para el país, sobre todo los que estamos aquí en Estados Unidos.
When did you get deported?
I got deported February, bro.
Of this year.
This year, yeah.
Let's go back because you said, what, you were in the United States and you got deported.
I got deported.
Tell us about that.
Well, I got deported because when I was like super young, bro, you know, I got into some stuff when I was like 16, got in trouble with the law and stuff, and then once I got out, I was older and stuff, and I started my own business, bro. I had a detailing business out there, and now I'm actually having to come right here to get like all my documents and stuff to work out here, bro. But over there, like I said, I had my own business and stuff like that, bro. Now I have to restart.
How much of a notice did they give you?
It wasn't that big of a notice, bro. Like literally, I'd say it was like a month. I had a month notice.
When did you get to the U.S.?
When I was little, bro, I was like 3 years old. Yeah.
You still have family in the United States?
Yeah, all my family is over there. I only have one auntie over here, bro. Yeah.
Over here, you said?
Yeah, over here. I don't have no family out here, bro. All of my family's over there. And I don't even speak that good of Spanish, bro. So I'm over here having to freaking learn a new language and stuff too, bro. But one thing about me, bro, is I'm not a quitter, you know? Like, I already been through the hardest stuff. Because me, I did do stuff when I was younger, bro. I was 16 years old, but I grew up around that.
Do you mind touching on that a little bit? Just vague. I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you mind touching on that a little bit?
It wasn't like I didn't rape nobody or nothing like that, you know. It wasn't nothing like weird, but, you know, I just grew up like, you know, in a certain area. I just got into with certain people, but, you know, I changed my life.
Did they deport you because of you having a record in the United States?
Yeah, that's why.
Well, question for you guys. Have you ever Googled yourself and found how much personal information was publicly available? It's actually insane. Maybe it was an old address, your personal number, or other details you didn't expect to find. I know many of you guys are like me and want your personal information to remain private. Check this out. Here are data broker websites trying to share my private information and failing miserably. This is because of today's sponsor, Aura's data broker monitoring and opt-out features. Aura will help remove your personal information. They have identity theft protection, a VPN, financial fraud protection where you can get alerted in minutes when your credit file has been compromised. Like if somebody tries to open credit cards and loans in your name, you instantly lock your Experian file with a tap for fast security. With Aura, your data is safeguarded using the same security standards as banks and the military. Plus, Aura will never sell your information to a third party, which is obviously crucial. And I get this all in one app at one affordable price, which is pretty cool. I don't leave myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches and brokers, and if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/JamesKlug and you can try 14 days for free. Eric, look at this really quick. That's kind of neat. Anyways, you guys, I highly recommend doing this because that'll be enough time for Aura to find out if your personal information has been exposed and sold. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. I will put a link down in the description below. What are your thoughts about the leader of the United States, Donald Trump? What do you think about him?
I don't know when I talk about that. I hate him. I don't want to talk about him.
Well, I think that he's very extreme.
Oh, come on.
I am be quiet.
What?
He's bad boy, bad boy.
He's bad boy?
Yeah, for everybody.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? No, thumbs down. Why do you hate him?
I hear many things very bad about him. So I don't want to talk about him.
What did you hear specifically, if you don't mind me asking?
I said very racist.
Porque está bien para la economía.
Sometimes.
Why is he rude?
I don't know. He discriminates too much people. He has made many racist comments and he said many racist things. He supports people who I don't think are good. I don't think his supporters are also good people. I think they're all cultists, conspiracy theorists.
I am running into a surprising amount of people that are very happy about Donald Trump. They're Mexicans, they live in Mexico, they do like Donald Trump, they think he's a good leader. I've ran into others that think he's like racist. Do you think he's racist?
No. He's protect the country. Is that all?
People think about him is like when he deported a lot of people,
Okay.
saying that people illegal here without papers are criminals. I mean, they're not. They're just working. So
Do you think he shouldn't be deporting people that are in the U.S. illegally?
maybe he can deport, but not like massive deport. You know?
Okay, so just poquito.
Yeah.
He focuses more on people coming into the country illegally, right?
No, people
Like crossing the border.
people that are already here illegal.
So you're saying he shouldn't be focusing on people that are in the country illegally, correct?
I mean, they're workers.
All Latinos, it's danger to go to the United States because Trump, it's hard.
With Trump, it's difficult to go into the United States with Trump.
Yeah.
I do it 4 hours on the line in the border every morning. Before I do it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Now I do it at least 2 hours.
When did that start? That amount of time?
Last week.
Last week. So it's been a delay.
Yes, but when Trump coming, the lines, the border, cross, it's a lot.
How do you feel about him cracking down on the southern border in the United States? How do you feel about him cracking down on the border?
No, I don't feel nothing. It's very good.
Is that the right thing to do for at least the United States? Maybe even for Mexico as well.
Yeah, both sides is very good.
Yeah, no, he's got to crack down. It's got to happen. We got to have control of the borders.
Do you think that he's making the United States safer? Do you think he's doing a good job with all that?
Sí, lo está haciendo más seguro porque las leyes son parejas para todos, ya sea de la persona más humilde, más pobre, hasta los más altos funcionarios que tienen mucho dinero. Eso es parejo, es parcial el gobierno aquí.
We're talking to Mexicans that like Donald Trump. What are your thoughts about that? We're talking to a lot of Mexicans that like Donald Trump.
No comments.
No comments.
No comments. I know
comments.
I know when somebody see the video and say, you know what, go to Mexico.
We were just talking to a guy, he likes Donald Trump, he lives in TJ, and what are your thoughts about that? I mean, Donald Trump's popularity, even among Hispanics in the United States, is pretty high. 55% of Hispanic men voted for him. What would your message to them be? I mean, is he racist to where they shouldn't be supporting him?
Okay, so many of the people who support Donald Trump, right, and especially the men who live here in the U.S., they think that just because they live in the U.S., they're better. My dad's a Trump supporter.
Your dad is?
My dad's a Trump supporter.
Okay. Is he racist?
He's not racist.
Is he in a cult?
He's not in a cult either, but it's just this conspiracy theorists, like I said, they have these crazy ideas and crazy ideologies. And the men that voted for Trump are men who think they're superior just because they live in the U.S. and they were able to get their green card and all that. I would say they think they're better than most people. And the men who also live here in TJ, who support Trump, they're not educated people.
Your friend group in Tijuana, do they like Donald Trump?
No, I mean, I'm always like, yeah, Trump and and they're like, nah, this guy.
I'll throw a policy at you. Executive order, right? Donald Trump designated several drug cartels as a terrorist organization. I mean, you're Mexican.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I think it's not. In Mexico, we are struggling a lot with that, with narc traffic, and so. However, I think that it's different. It's a war.
Would you not classify them as a terrorist organization?
I don't think so. No, I will not classify like that.
We don't understand why he think Mexico, whole people from Mexico, we are bad people.
He say everybody, the Mexican guy is terrorist. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Why terrorist? It's my yard, the yellow cap. No? You are terrorists?
There's people that were saying that he was referring to, gang members and not the Mexican people. There's people that are saying that. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
What do you think?
No, I don't have any.
What about the cartel members? What about the gang members? Should they be removed from the country?
I don't know. I don't have a comment about it.
He was talking about people that were coming over and committing crimes. Do you think that he's doing the right thing by cracking down on the border or no?
I don't know, because how many years you have, because the crime, if the board right there, if we erase the board or.
He designated drug cartels, several, as a terrorist organization. Do you think that was the right thing to do as a Mexican?
I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know.
No, because that's just another step forward for them try to step in, let their countries deal with what they got to deal with. Because, every country has its own problem, stuff like that. Cartels, bad, okay.
Do you think that the cartels are fearing Donald Trump as a leader of the United States?
I wouldn't really know, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they're, upset.
Why do you think that they're upset about Donald Trump?
Pretty much just with their shit, their money and stuff. So.
Bad for business, maybe.
Yeah.
Now that you're seeing, me, all right, I understand I did something, wrong when I was younger, but, a lot of people messed up, bro. You live and you learn.
What's your message to the American people? What's your message to Donald Trump? What do you have to say?
Well, let's make a better world for us, for all the people.
Make Mexico and America great again, huh?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. So we had some pretty interesting responses. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so you are notified next to my post. And I will catch you all in the next one. Also, huge shout out to our Founders Tier members. Let's get their names up on the screen. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. I think it's just one of them, but thank you so much for supporting this channel. If you'd like to become a Founder Tier member and get your name displayed at the end of my videos, make sure to sign up. Link down in the description below.